State Farm side. He's in trouble. It's rolling along the warning track. Harper speeding around second, heading to third. Dusty's going to wave him home. It was bobbled in center field. Harper's coming home. He'll score sliding.
You know why he did that.
Why did he do it?
He didn't think it was a home run.
It was a home run, as it turns out. We'll get your thoughts later. Ricky Pitalico, Ben Davis, Michael Barkan, John Kruk in a moment. 10-4 Phillies win. And that was a huge win because this was a San Francisco Giants team that had won 6 straight from this Phillies team coming in. It had won 12 of its last 15 with Gabe Kapler managing this Giants team. And did you hear the way he was booed? His couple of trips to the mound, booed the heck out of here. I don't know why I can't stand him so much. I'm just in with the fans, I guess. But this Phillies team took that lead. Aaron Nola pitched great. They got the lead, and they just continue to thrash him, Ricky Bo.
How about Alec Boehm? I mean, that's a guy that you got to talk about. He hits a home run tonight, had a couple more hits. You look at his defense, was spectacular tonight. So you add that all up. I mean, just a really good game for Boehm. You go up and down the lineup. Everybody was hitting the ball hard. And one thing that you look for is where could you beat another team? Well, let me put it this way. Gabe's team did not profile well pitching-wise. They definitely didn't play any defense in this game. And when that happens, you start giving the Phillies a little bit of extra at-bats. They're going to make you pay. It's exactly what the Phillies did tonight. They made the Giants pay. I hope they make them pay 3 days in a row is what I want to say.
Benny, quick thought as the Phillies now are 3 games up for the second wild card spot over the Giants in the wild card standings.
Yeah, you want to separate you from this ball club as much as possible. They didn't have a lot going on for them tonight, did the Giants. 2 days in a row, bullpen games. They had 6 pitchers start and play in yesterday's game. Today they had a myriad of guys go out there, but this game was won in the first inning. 28 pitches thrown by Aaron Nola, bases loaded, able to get out of it with a 1-2-3 double play. You just seemingly never see that. And then Bryce Harper with a 2-out RBI in the bottom of the first to even the score up at 1-1. This game was really won. It could have gotten out of hand in a hurry, but I tip my cap to Aaron Nola for settling down, giving them 7 strong innings and throwing 100 pitches even. Unbelievable.
Let's go across the street to John Kruk for the crossover right now. He called tonight's game with Tom McCarthy. Johnny, 10-4. I'll call it 10-2. Unfortunately, Dylan Covey had a game that he'd like to forget. But the Phillies win it. They needed this one. It was a really probably the win of the season when you look at where the Giants were right behind them. Don't you think, John?
Yeah, happy birthday. You're old. That's what you just said, Michael. Great win, Dylan Covey. Okay. Happy birthday, you're old. No, what would you ask me, Michael? I wasn't really paying attention after all that.
Is it your birthday?
No, it's yours. Happy birthday, you're old.
Oh, okay. Well, you missed it by a little bit.
You know, you always follow a positive with a negative, which is special.
What's the negative?
Dylan, you said Dylan Covey.
Oh, my God. There you go, talking Dylan Covey again. I thought he was fine. Go ahead, Ricky. Son of a God. I can't get John off Dylan Covey.
Did you ask me a question?
Yeah, I did. I just wanted to know how impressive you thought this win was because, pardon me saying, but the Phillies had been struggling coming into tonight, John. I don't want to burst your bubble, but they had lost 5 of their last 7 games. It's been a little up and down. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's been,
Happy birthday, you're old.
Thank you. No kidding. No, it has been a struggle offensively, inconsistent offensively. But you know, look, I'm not a fan of the bullpen game. Never have been, never will. There's no one in this world that can convince me it's a good thing. Probably because I'm stubborn. But you know, the Phillies did what they had to do, and that is, you know, find a couple of their relief pitchers that. You're asking a lot of guys to pitch well. And, you know, when a couple of them struggle, game's over. And that's just the way it is. And, you know, look, the Phillies hit the ball to all fields. They ran the bases well. You know, it was just about as good a game as you can see, especially the first game of a series against a team that's right behind you in the wild card.
Yeah, and when I look at this game, I look at Aaron Nola and I say to myself, he was having a hard time getting deep into games in his last 4 starts before this, and all of a sudden he pops off 7 innings in this one. When in the first inning it looked like, you know, he may not make it through 3 or 4 innings the way he was throwing the baseball. What did you see with him later on in the ball game as time went on?
Well, he was getting his breaking ball over. That ball Schwarber hit, dear Lord, that's just scary. And, you know, Bryce with the inside to Parker. Nick came up after a couple strikeouts, his first couple ABs, and he delivered a big hit for him. And Turner was great. You know, you get contributions from the bottom, and like I said, it relaxes the top and the middle of your lineup too, because they feel like, okay, you know, these guys behind us, they can do their job, and you know, we just relax and swing it. And they did free swing it tonight, which is good to see. It looked like they were a little tight yesterday, swinging the bats, but tonight they were free and easy.
Johnny, some observers of this team have said continually, wait till they hit the stride. Wait till they really get it going. I would argue that they are hitting their stride, that they have gotten it going. That every team has clumps of losses throughout the season, but you look at their home record, John, and they are now 35 wins, 24 losses. That's a .576 winning percentage, and that's 93 wins over 162. So they're playing pretty darn good ball to this point. To August, 21st, 2nd? They're playing pretty good ball at home, and maybe they pick it up a little bit on the road, but even if they don't, that's more than satisfactory. That's darn good, isn't it?
Yeah, and the good thing is they have more home games now left to go in the season. With 37 left, they have more home games than away games. You know, they have to go to Atlanta again and St. Louis, but you know, St. Louis is struggling. But yeah, this to me is a game that could hopefully turn the Phillies. Not they're going to score 10 every game, but you know, if this offense continues to click like it is right now, you know, like I said, they're not going to score 10, but they're going to do some damage from here on out, I think. They feel it. They know what's in sight. They know what they want to do. And, look, are you going to catch the Braves? No. But if you get that first wild card spot, you know, you get to host at home. And that's huge because what was the coach that said last year it was 4 hours of hell? Well, the games are quicker this year, but it's still going to be 2.5, 3 hours of hell for anyone who wants to come here and play.
I love it. I love it. All right, tomorrow, 2 positives. No positive and negative. 2 positives will come strong. I can't already.
You know, Michael, I tell you what, I was very impressed with the last question you asked me. It took a long time to get there, but you got there. But it was all positive. You say, hey, this team has turned its. I was really impressed. I almost fainted.
Well, you know what? Ricky gave me that question to ask you. Because otherwise, I'm kidding around.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I didn't think you'd come up with that on your own.
I couldn't be that positive. Come on. All right, buddy. I'll try to think positive. I was giving you a compliment.
You tried.
Who's doing the post game tomorrow? Who's doing the post game tomorrow?
We all are, right?
Ricky Paul.
Yeah,
I am.
Ricky Paul. We're all in. Yes, we are.
You guys are all over at the ballpark.
All right, you're at the ballpark. Can we stop by the way?
Oh, I don't care.
All right.
Well, you guys get all the food.
Yeah. So we want to be there for some of that. It's all right.
I just want some ribs from Bulls.
Oh, we can handle that.
My bodyguard's going to be out there, though.
I saw him. He's sizable.
Yeah.
That's his summer weight, though, remember.
I'm going to leave him some tickets, and he's going to come to the game after his softball championship game, and he's going to be my bodyguard.
Very nice. Very nice. You know what?
I hope he wins.
I'm sure he will. With you rooting for him, I'm sure it's going to be great.
Yeah.
All right, we've got to go. I'm sorry, but it's
right.
Okay. I'll talk to you.
All right,
later.
love you guys. Bye.
Love you too. Love you more.
Bye.
John Kruk. Yes, sir?
What are you two talking about?
We're talking about tomorrow's game. We're talking about a lot of things.
Very loquacious.
Yeah, thank you.
Talking about security guards and whatnot.
Sioka Dealerships presents the National League wildcard standings. Forget about the Giants, I say. Why? Because the Cubs beat Detroit and they have leapfrogged San Francisco. So the Phillies are now 2.5 games over the Chicago Cubs. That's going to be interesting.
I see some teams lurking there coming for Gabe.
Yeah, you're right. So this is going to be, but in all seriousness, they got to continue to win, obviously, against this Giants team. But Chicago is now in the second position.
Relax
Who would you rather play, Chicago or San Francisco?
San Francisco.
Okay.
I didn't see this coming out of the Cubs, but I think this is great to have this walk. I know some people are for it, some people are against it, but some of those teams on that list, I never thought they would be in the running. But
Arizona,
the
Marlins are still hanging around.
Cincinnati, Miami, but it's great for baseball. It gives the fans something else to root for, and it gives you got a horse in the race.
I mean, they're only one game out. All those teams are one one game out right now. This thing is far from over. I think the Phillies will. I think they will take a grip on that first wild card at some point here, especially first couple weeks of September.
No, but you, especially both of you, bring up a great point. There are no errors in baseball anymore. Everything is,
by the way,
it's just a great play, a great hit.
No. I just want to get something straight. There are errors in baseball, but they're always planted for the offense now. But for instance, JT Realmuto, there was a ball hit to third, routine ground ball to third. One step to his right, gets it, throws it high, it goes to the stands, and obviously JT takes second. They give him a base hit on it, which that never used to happen. That would have been an error all the way. Runner goes to second base. Now they call it a base hit and then give an error on top of it. So I don't even know what the official scorers think anymore. I don't know. Like I'm being serious. I don't know.
I know you are. I think it's a great point.
I don't know what they think anymore, because I look at that. I'm thinking, oh, Bryce Harper triple. He dropped the ball twice out there. That has to be an error, but apparently not. I don't know if he sits up there and says, well, it looked to me like he was going to score on the play. Then fine. But I don't know.
No, but you're right. If he picks up that ball cleanly on the first try and throws it in,
Bryce probably doesn't try.
He's got a triple, right?
Yeah.
Here's Rob Thompson on that play and a big win by the Phillies.
I think that was maybe Nola's best start since when? More than a month, I would say.
Yeah, for a while, but the start of the game was similar to Wheeler's last night. Just kind of they were on him in the first inning, and the 1-2-3 double play was obviously very huge, and then he just kind of settled in and gave us 7 strong innings. So it was good, and glad to see the offense once again get going. 8 extra base hits, I believe, 4 home runs. Got contributions from pretty much everybody, and played well defensively. A couple of double plays. Bohm made a couple of great plays. Sosa backhand. Schwarber's throw to second base on Peterson was huge. So it was good.
I know it's different teams and different pitchers, but do you think there's anything maybe to some of the pitch tendencies in the first inning that maybe you guys need to look at or not?
Yeah, we'll look at it. Because after the first inning, well, really after the second inning, I thought he started mixing a little bit more. But I thought the stuff was good. Curveball was good. Threw a couple good changeups. But you're right, Scott. I think one of his better outings in a while.
How good do you think the Schwarber play was after Peterson hits that ball really hard just after the home?
Yeah, it was huge. I really do, because we came back. Was that the second inning or third inning? Start of the third. Sosa hits a 2-run homer in the bottom of the second. We go up 3-1, and that really stopped the momentum of that inning.
What was your take on the Harper inside the Parker? When did you think he had a chance?
When he bobbled it the second time.